Alright, so now that our curse is gone, we're going to be able to mine a lot more efficiently. We'll put all this stuff away here real quick. We don't really need it. And start getting ready to build our guardian farm. The first step is I usually get glass. I mean, you could use any block that you want. I just like glass because I like to be able to see what we're doing. And then I go to the very center, which is this piece right here. So it's these, I basically just build this out to kind of have a platform. And from the center, you want to go out a total, I think, 8 in each direction. It needs to be a 16 by 16 square is what we're going for. So if I go out, oh, I want some regular blocks. So, well, let's see here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. Okay. So I want to make sure that this is, because it needs to go out one more than that. So it's going to be, this is going to be the actual box here. Okay, but I need to go out in each direction here. So this one's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then one more. So that way the inside is going to be a 16 by 16. Perfect. Alright, now that we have the square built, you can just break all this out. There's going to be a lot of replacing and temporary blocks in this just to kind of get the idea where everything is going to be. Okay. So this is going to be where our kill chamber is going to be. So what we're going to want to do is build down on each side, and again, this might mean that we might need some more glass because I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough to do all this. But you want to build it all the way down. These guardians are going to start attacking me though. And basically put a wall all the way around this place. So once you get this completely blocked off with glass, what you're going to want to do is take out all the blocks that are on the inside. So what we're going to do is just kind of get rid of all of this and just start mining it all out. We're still waiting for the glass to get done for that side, so we're not going to worry about that for now. Seriously, dude? Get out of here. Okay. So let's mine all this out. Is maybe grabbing one of these to help me breathe underwater a lot longer.
If you place a magma block underneath the water, it'll pull you down towards it, but if you're holding crouch above it, it'll actually help you to breathe underwater and it doesn't give you any damage. Another great way to be able to breathe underwater as well as to mine a lot quicker underwater is to have a conduit. I'm definitely going to have an episode in the near future on how to find the heart of the sea as well as how a conduit works. If you want to watch that video, make sure that you're subscribed and turn notifications on so you don't miss that upload. And I'll be going over all of the information on how a conduit works, and I'm really excited to be able to do that, especially probably in this area.
Ooh, found some more sponges. Nice. Those are going to be useful. How many sponges did I get? 25? Nice. Okay. So I think I want to do glass all the way down now until where the kill chamber is going to be. So now we're back. We got this whole thing mined out. I also leveled this all out and got it ready to put our soul sand down. So this whole place is all leveled out, except for apparently these couple spots, so I'll finish those up. Come on, get out of here. They've been really aggressive on this side specifically this whole time. So I'll just level this whole thing out. Everything else should be enclosed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go in and dry out. I'll fix all this other stuff later, all the cosmetic stuff. But we're going to go in and start draining out the inside with our sponges that we found. So we're going to go through and dry this whole place out, and then use our furnaces to dry out the sponges. Might have to close off sections and then just do them as you go. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is just closing this off. Let's just...
The best way to dry out an area using sponges is by closing off small sections and drying the area from top to bottom. You can also use sand and gravel by placing the blocks throughout the entire area and then shoveling it out. But I'll show you a few methods in which I use to be able to dry out large areas of water.
Okay, so this is gonna keep flowing in, it looks like. So what I'm gonna do is make this a little bit smaller. And then there you go. So I'm gonna close this off. Perfect. I want to get my sponges though. So let's start off in this room. Perfect. Work our way towards the exit there. So yeah, I'll get this whole place kind of dried out. Again, if you want to do like small areas, so that way you don't struggle too much, that would be my recommendation. Just kind of closing off areas like this, and then just doing them little bit by little bit. Drying your sponges and then repeat. But I'll see you guys all in just a little bit. That worked out really good. what you're going to want to do is try to dry out the inside area as much as you possibly can by using the sponges that you got and collected in here. Just kind of going gradually from one corner to the next. I have not done the entire inside. I believe it's going to take me a little bit too long to be able to get this all up and running for the video, so I'm running kind of out of time. But what you're going to want to do is just kind of have some maybe dried kelp or something like that to dry the sponges, and then gradually go through and dry out the whole area little bit by little bit. These big rooms right here might be a struggle. If you do struggle, just use sand and dig it out if you have any troubles with those kind of areas. But I do want to get into actually building the mechanics behind this today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dry out the bottom area, so that way we could use this area for our kill chamber. I do need to repair my helmet, so let me see here. I think I'm just a little worried about it, but let me see here. Maybe I can get some experience out of this thing here. Maybe it's full. Yes, perfect. So I don't really want anything on, so I can just go straight to my armor. Unfortunately, it didn't really do much. Got a little bit in there. Let's try to get some more out of here. Yeah, okay, that helped. Just want my helmet to get all the way up there, so that's another thing of having these furnaces. They definitely collect up your experience to be able to repair. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So now we can empty some of this out. We got some more dried kelp to be able to make kelp blocks. Perfect, we're gonna need that. Okay, so let's get on to the kill chamber and building that out. Like I said earlier, I did say earlier that we're gonna probably be losing a little bit of the stuff inside because we do want to place the magma cubes, so we could close that whole area off and have it ready to go. So we're going to be doing that, as well as getting our rail system placed. So the kill chamber that we're going to be building is going to be level with this area right here. I think this is going to be our floor level. Alright, so what we're going to do is build like a, let's see here, this will be the kill chamber. So 1, 2, 3, maybe a 3 block gap in between all the way around. So we might need to get some more blocks. We'll see. And this is going to go all the way down to the floor. So this here, 1, 2, 3 this way. Don't really need that blocked off. Alright, so I'm going to build this out. Put a couple of these down just so I can breathe. I'm going to build this whole thing around this whole area, and then I'll be back in just a second to go through the next step. Okay, so now that we have all this enclosed, let me breathe a little bit here. Once we have this all enclosed, then we want to close off the top. That way the water is not coming in. What we're going to do is be putting our magma blocks right here. Just completely cover this whole base area. But now what you're going to want to do, which is going to be kind of a challenging part, is to drain this whole area. What I'm going to be doing is just blocking it off with some sand, kind of making little rooms because I think that that's going to be probably the easiest way to do it. But you want to dry out this whole area. Okay. I'll get my furnace down here and then I can close this off. There. Alright, and then what I would do is kind of make a little area to swim through. And then just kind of keep going with your sand rooms here. Perfect. Perfect. I just have this one section left, and then we can actually start working on the rail system. The one thing that you're going to want to do eventually is get a sorting system down here, and that's eventually what we're going to do. So when we are down here for long periods of time, that way we can not have the fish and stuff like that gum up the system. Alright, so what you're going to want to do, just like we've done in other minecart collection systems, is just build kind of a platform like this. Let's get some sea lanterns in here so we can see here. Bam. Oh, hey, how are you? Get out of here. Alright, so like I was saying, you just want to build a rail that's going to go all the way across. Let's see. Okay. And then go back and forth to create that collection system. This one's going to be a little bit longer, so we're going to use probably a little bit more power rails. Alright, so you want to start with your power rail. Let's do 2 to start with. Of course I don't have my scaffolding, so we're just going to use sand. And then basically just put your rails, I'd go a little ways, and then probably down the center, or probably close to the end here or something like that. Go back and forth with some levers turned on. That way you kind of have some more power to it. But anyway, I think that you guys get the gist of how this works to be able to get the collection system. If you need to add more power rails or more of whatever you need to get the cart to continue going, what I'm going to do is just kind of put this block right here just to kind of show you how it's going to go back and forth, just to test it, make sure it's working properly. I'm going to have to come back and put in some more rails and stuff like that, but I just want to kind of get the idea before I get off here of how it works. So it's just going to go back and forth collecting everything, and then eventually we're going to be putting a hopper system, and what we're going to do, actually, let's do that here because I do have the materials for that. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to have a chest, and eventually this is going to be put into an automatic sorting system in order to prevent, yep, thank you, the gum up of like, you know, fish and stuff like that. But what you're going to want to do is just have a hopper system kind of going up into this area. As long as it's all being funneled into that hopper system, you'll be fine. And then put your crouch and put your rails on top of here, and then it'll pick up everything that's going to be dropped in the system. I do want to get into the top area of how the collection system is going to be pushing everything into this middle area. I'll leave this going, but I will finish the rest of this at a later time. I just wanted to kind of show you how to get this all put together down here. So let's get up top and actually build out the collection system.